Okay, hi Year 5. Just a little recap on our relative clauses then. Relative clauses are a little bit, or they're quite a lot actually, they're quite similar to parenthesis in the sense of they do give us extra information. However, this time we don't have punctuation to show us where it is. We have something called a relative pronoun to show us where it is. So all relative clauses start with who, which, or that. Who is the only one you can use for people, which is why I've got my little person down there. Which and that can be used for places and things and animals and things like that. So this one, we have Nina, who was running late, called her boss to inform him of the traffic. So first of all, we can see that the relative pronoun here is who. And now we're trying to think of what is the extra information. So Nina, who was running late, called her boss to inform him of the traffic. So who was running late? And again, similar to parenthesis, what we can do to check it is take that out and does it still make sense? So with it taken out, Nina called her boss to inform him of the traffic. Yes, we can see that still makes sense. So that is obviously for a person. For a thing or a place, we have got the use of which or that. So if I just pop that back up so you can see it. So here we've got the school bell that was very loud sounded when it was time for lunch. So we know we're looking for who, which or that. So we can see that there is a that there. So this must be our relative pronoun and our relative clause must follow onto it. So the school bell that was very loud sounded when it was time for lunch. The school bell that was very loud sounded when it was time for lunch. So let's take that out and see if that makes sense. The school bell sounded when it was time for lunch, so we know that's correct. Obviously, if I make a mistake on purpose, so if we said that all of that was the relative clause, the school bell when it was time for lunch, we know that we're not right there because we can tell that that's not a full sentence. That sentence doesn't make sense. So you can keep trying it. Also, maybe add a little bit on. The school bell, it was time for lunch. No. Then you can maybe try taking away and seeing if that helps. The school bell sounded when it was time for lunch.